Hey guys, so what is up? RedPandaMining here. How you guys all doing? I hope you're all doing really well and having a really great day. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing this little guy right here, and it is called a Rebtech 8 GPU blockchain PC. Now, this is something I've actually never seen before up until recently, and you can see here it has 8 USB ports where you can plug in the mining risers into. Okay, so apparently you do not need to have these little tiny PCIe adapters anymore. Okay, so essentially that gets rid of that, but this is all in a little form factor, essentially like a motherboard. Okay, so you guys know how normally you would need a full-on like ATX motherboard with a bunch of PCIe slots, CPU and RAM. I mean, this guy also has CPU, RAM, and an mSATA slot right here, but all in one. Okay, it has HDMI, has Ethernet, it's got USB 2 port there and 2 USB 3s. This thing is really small. I really like it. So I'm really excited to get this going and to see what this thing is about. Unfortunately, right now, I heard that this only works with AMD cards, but possibly there will be a NVIDIA BIOS update so that NVIDIA cards will work on it. So I do have an RTX 2080 and an RTX 3060, which I will try on this and see if it works. But first, we are gonna try it with 4 5700s. Okay, you guys can see right here. This thing has like a little tiny AMD processor, really low power. It's got 4 gigs of RAM. So I reached out to Rebtech and they sent this to me for free. So this is gonna be my review video of this Rebtech board. But just to show you guys, I did have to buy, and this is a little 256 gig mSATA, which is gonna go into this part right here. Okay, I have to screw it in later, but we need to put the OS on here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be putting Hive OS on this guy, and I have to utilize a USB to like M.2 or mSATA adapter. Okay, so this is gonna go into my PC where I have to burn the Hive OS image onto there, which we will do in a second here. So this is the mining frame we are gonna utilize. I'm gonna try to put the 4 5700s on here, and I already have an HP server power supply, and I forgot to mention that this Rebtech board only needs one 6-pin power. Okay, so it doesn't even need to utilize, you know, a 24-pin or an 8-pin CPU like a typical motherboard will need to use, right? So normally you need to plug in the 8-pin CPU or the 24-pin on the motherboard. With this, you don't need to. It's just a simple 6-pin. So a regular HP server power supply will work just fine apparently. So I have a 1200 watt HP server power supply. This is the platinum rated one, and I just have a regular breakout board right here. Okay guys, so let me get started. I am going to first burn Hive OS on here, and we will turn this on, plug it all in first just to make sure it works without GPUs. So give me 1 sec. Okay, it looks like it recognized in Windows and in Balena Etcher where we're gonna burn the Hive OS image. It looks like it sees it just fine. So that's gonna go, we're gonna hit flash, and it looks like we are going to be good. And I have to hit yes on this. And there we go, it's flashing. Okay, I just made a new rig in Hive OS and downloaded the rig config. Now we are going to eject the newly made SSD. All right, there we go. This thing is really awesome, guys. I'll have it linked down below in the description. I got off Amazon. Thank you to RedPandaMining for showing me this, because he's also done a video on the Rebtech board as well. Okay, guys, so make sure you guys go subscribe to him and watch his video as well. All right, guys, so I have the mSATA SSD in the Rebtech board now. Okay, so I guess all I need to do now is essentially I need to plug in a 6-pin power going into the Rebtech board, and then I need to plug in Ethernet, and I need to plug in HDMI and maybe a USB and keyboard. Actually, no, I don't need a USB and keyboard because we're gonna control it in the Hive OS GUI. All right, so give me 1 sec, we're gonna plug it all in. Okay, I got all the plugs in, and we are ready to turn this Rebtech 8 GPU board on. Okay, so I have the PCIe power also in to the HP server power supply, the breakout board. Okay, so let's see if we see anything on the screen. Here we go. We're gonna turn it on in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Alright, looks like the Rebtech board is booting up. HP server power supply is on, showing 12.6 volts. Anything turn up on the screen? Yes! I don't know what this means, but we got something on the screen. Look at that, PCIe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a good sign. Okay, so it looks like it's just booting up, I think. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, we're going straight into HiveOS. Okay, so let me just see if I can see it in the web GUI. Yes, it showed up right away. It says Wani R5, R6, R7 graphics. This must be the onboard video controller. And you guys can see the motherboard, that number that says here. CPU is a 2-core AMD CPU, and the mSATA 256GB. Okay, now it looks good, guys. Looks like it shows up. I'm gonna do the latest HiveOS image here. We're gonna hit upgrade and let that do its thing, and then I'm gonna turn it off and we're gonna add a GPU. Alright, so I have an RTX 3060 and this is the Zotac edition twin edge version, and I have a GPUrisers.com riser all plugged in, and the USB part of it is plugging in directly into the Rebtech, okay? And I really like how the Rebtech has them labeled, the USB, so hopefully that should correlate with anything in HiveOS. Okay, so yeah, the PCIe is all plugged in for the power and into the riser, into the breakout board. Alright, let's turn it on and see if this Rebtech is compatible with the 30 series cards. I have a feeling it will not, but it is worth a try. Okay, so yeah, just turned it on. Looks like the breakout board's on, Rebtech is on, and it should be showing something up in the BIOS here. And nothing is coming up on the Rebtech board. Let me just see if I can see it in the web GUI. Give me a sec. Yeah, the Rebtech is not online, so it's not showing the 3060. I'm gonna turn it off and see if that, maybe it needs a reset or something. Okay, it's turning it on again. And let's see if anything shows up. Yeah, maybe NVIDIA cards may not work on this board. Let's try an RTX 2080. I wonder if it could be, I don't know, just worth a try. If this doesn't work, then yeah, NVIDIA cards don't work and we need to wait for the BIOS update. And then we'll try the 4 5700s. Nope, the RTX 2080 does not show up in HiveOS as well, or on the monitor. Essentially, I think the whole Rebtech is like, it's just frozen or bricked or something at the moment. I think I need to try AMD cards. I think this will work because Rebtech told me that NVIDIA cards don't work right now. So anyways, that was a good test. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna plug all 4 of these 5700s onto the Rebtech board and we shall see if it will work or not. All right, guys, so give me a sec. Okay, so you guys can see I have 4 of the 5700s. These are the MSI mechs. These are the non-XT versions, okay? And as well, these only have a single 8-pin for power for each of these 5700s. And so they are going straight from the breakout board from the HP server power supply, as you guys can see. So total, I am using 9 PCIe cables, okay? So 4 for the GPUs and 4 for the GPU risers, okay? Underneath there, you guys can see. And as well, 1 for the Rebtech board. All right, let's go ahead and turn it on and see if this thing works. Let's do it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yes, it turned on. I don't see any smoke. The Rebtech board is on. HP server power supply is on. And oh, yeah, looks like we see something on the screen. Unknown device. So it doesn't know what it is. I wonder if HiveOS will be able to differentiate what models these are on this Rebtech board. So let's go see if it sees it in the web GUI on HiveOS. Be right back. Okay, so let's hit F5 to refresh. Yes, Beauty. It shows 4 5700s. That is perfect. Okay, guys, I don't have any flight sheet or overclocks, so let me apply all this and let's just see if it hashes or not. Yes, it is mining. Perfect. Okay, I think I want to see some hash rate numbers here. Come on, Team Red Miner. Yeah, so I'm mining Team Red Miner on this whole rig. Oh, detected dead. Oh, we have a dead GPU. Oh boy. All right, that's not good. Oh, all right, it restarted. Okay, I have a feeling my overclocks might be too low. Yeah, it looks like it just rebooted. Okay, guys, give me a sec. Yeah, it looks like GPU number 3 may have died while it was gaining hash rate and the whole system restarted. So I have a feeling this may be too low on the overclocks here. Yeah, give me one sec. Okay, so yeah, just about 4 minutes ago the rig rebooted, but I just changed this last card. I gave it a bit more juice, essentially. I lowered the memory, and now it is finally mining. The whole rig, it seems to be mining 54 mega hash each of the 5700s you guys can see here. And looks like it's saying, oh my god, 28 watts? That might not be right. Oh, it rebooted. Ah, it rebooted again. I wonder, oh no. Okay, something might be up here. I'm going to figure out what's going on, guys. Give me a sec. Okay, so in the stats on HiveOS, it shows, yeah, GPU 3 detected dead. Okay, so something, I wonder if it's the cables or the riser. So I'm gonna swap out the riser just in case and try again. Okay, so it's been about an hour now, an hour and 8 minutes, and it is now functional and reliable, and it hasn't been turning off. Okay, so I'll show you what I did here, and I'll explain what happened basically. So I did try to change a riser out on the GPU 3, the one that was like cutting out, and that didn't seem to do anything because I still kept the same overclocks before, and it was turning off every like 3 minutes. Okay, so it would go mine for about 3 minutes and then shut down and restart. But now I have basically changed the overclocks. I've added a bit more power, and I've lowered the memory down to 890 on all of them. So it seems like, I don't know, maybe one of these cards was having an issue, not enough power going to the cards. So yeah, now it seems to be stable, but at about 53 to 54 mega hash, and you guys can see it's about an hour and 8 minutes runtime. So it seems to be running good, and yeah, so the issues was not with the Rebtech board, okay? This is doing fine, but it was the issue with my overclock settings in HiveOS. So you guys can see it, I'm getting about 215 mega hash now. So it's been stable now for about an hour, and it's good. All right, so this is finally all good. I wish I had another 4 GPUs I could put on this guy. As you guys can see, I have another 4 USB ports there that I could plug in essentially 4 more GPUs. But maybe I'll do that down the road. I do have another project I'm thinking of trying on this shelf right here, okay? So I want to take that Rebtech board because you guys can see there's so much room that we're saving here. Look how like small form factor this is, and it's just awesome, right? And oh, some of you guys may be wondering why I have this on a piece of cardboard. It's just I've had some bad experiences in the past when anything metal on metal, especially this HP server power supply, on the Veta frame, it might short circuit. So that is why I have a piece of cardboard. I've ran many mining rigs with cardboard underneath before, underneath the motherboards, and it has been fine. But yeah, one of the projects I want to do with this Rebtech board is just put it right here and have like another HP server power supply, 2 of them side by side, and then I can do 8 GPUs hanging from this Costco shelf here, okay? So I think that would be a really cool idea, and I know Chump Change, if you're watching this video, my friend, guys, go subscribe to Chump Change. I believe he's going to be sending me something where I can essentially have the GPUs be hanging from this rack, okay? So that'll be a really cool project I will attempt down the road instead of, you know, keeping the GPUs on a Veta frame like this. So for, you know, I don't know, just as a test, as people may be thinking, you know, these Veta frames cost a lot right now, and you can save some money if you already have like a wired shelf, like a Costco shelf, okay? Actually, these Costco shelves are cheaper to buy than a Veta frame. The Veta frames are going for over like $300 on Amazon or something. They're just not available as well. But anyways, guys, I'll just give you my final thoughts on the Rebtech board. It seems to be pretty awesome. I really like how small it is, and it's got a low-powered AMD CPU. It's got a spot for the M-SATA. Mine didn't come with one, so I had to buy one off Amazon. And it comes with 4 gigs of RAM already, and it has the 8 USB ports to essentially plug in 8 GPUs, and as well all of the I/O in the back here, HDMI. It's got Ethernet, 2 USB 3 and 1 USB 2 at the bottom there. And it also has a power button, which is really cool. Okay, so yeah, I really love that we can connect an HP server power supply, because we can also save a lot of money by buying these, as these are really cheap to buy. And so yeah, the fact that you can just plug in a 6-pin PCIe into the board is pretty killer. I find this thing really slick, and so far it's been going really good. I mean, we did have a little hiccup, but that wasn't because of the board, it was because of my overclocks in HiveOS. Again, Silicon Lottery, for depending on what GPUs you have, it will really depend what settings you use, right? And having the stability on something like this, but it's been going for more than an hour. We don't have any errors or anything. It's been finding shares, accepting shares. I'm mining to Ethermine as a test right now. So yeah, guys, I think that's it. I don't know what else to say, except yeah, I think I'm gonna try and buy more of these just to keep on hand. And you know, I find it a really good alternative to regular like ATX boards. And you guys can see we don't have to utilize these PCIe 1 adapters. And I guess another big thing is that we don't need to have ATX power supplies, because that Rebtech board doesn't require an 8-pin CPU or the 24-pin on the motherboard. All right, so it's just like I said, like I showed you guys before, it's just a simple 6-pin going into the Rebtech board. So this is pretty awesome, and I'm hoping that the NVIDIA BIOS will come out so we can essentially use NVIDIA cards on this guy. So yeah, I had a 3060 here, which didn't work, and a 2080, which didn't work. So for right now, it looks like only AMD cards are only compatible with the Rebtech board, but hopefully soon the NVIDIA one will be possible. And when that comes out, I will try to do another video, and I guess once I do this project of putting the Rebtech board here and putting the GPUs up here, I think that'll be fun, a fun test when I do the NVIDIA cards and AMD cards at the same time. Okay, my friends, so that's it. Let me know your thoughts about this Rebtech board, and if there's anything you guys want me to try, let me know down below, and I'll try to do that for the next video. But overall, I love it. I'm probably gonna buy more of these, as I think they're available. But so link down below how to purchase these, guys. Go to their website essentially, and all that good stuff. So anyways, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, and peace out.